Good afternoon and welcome back to Ibrox. Myself, Chris Jack and Stevie Clifford here to go over events here. A narrow, nervy 2-1 victory for Rangers. Safe to say, not a classic performance from Philippe Clement's side, but a very important 3 points heading into a big week. Obviously, the trip up to Aberdeen on Wednesday and then the League Cup semi-final against Motherwell. Stevie, it's very much a 3 points up the road type of job.
Yeah, there's a lot of relief over that, Chris. I'm not sure what else to really say. Performance-wise, it should and probably could have been a lot better, but then the character for them to get that victory after a big win on Thursday night, it's key moments. So I don't really know what else to say. It's 3 points is the biggest moment. We asked for somebody to grab the game. Cyril Dessers comes up with an amazing moment. Channels his sort of inner Daddle Purcell and just that's what Purcell used to do, and then we tuck it away to get a 2-1 win. But I'd be lying if I said at any point I was comfortable or even confident during that afternoon's performance, because it wasn't there. Lots of questions, lots of problems, and to be honest with you, I think St Mirren are pretty hard done by not to get something out of the game, and that's probably a really sad indictment of where we are. I thought it was really poor to watch at times, Chris. So I said on my comment on X was, are we papering over the crack or the cracks, or am I being too harsh? I'm not sure I'm being harsh in saying that at all.
I wrote in the analysis piece I got on the website, I wrote that St Mirren don't get any points, but for me they got all the plaudits. They came, they started well. They pressed Rangers well. They looked as if they believed that Rangers were there to be beaten this afternoon. They didn't get a goal. Olasanya with a chance early on, it puts just by a far post. Rangers then do get the goal. Raskin shot. Diomande follows it in, doing what he should be doing in that position. Gets his first goal of the campaign. And you then think Rangers will not go and kick on from here. That's the platform they then need. St Mirren come back into it. Rangers lose a goal from the corner. Alec Gogic with a really good header. And at 1-1, the game's there to be won for both sides. Now, as you say, Dessers produces a really nice moment down that left-hand channel. Cherney scores from close range. Clement had just spoken in this press conference room about how Rangers managed those closing stages. But you can understand why people were slightly nervous, because we've seen that movie so often, Rangers losing late goals. And I think if St Mirren had snatched one, Stephen Robinson would have been sitting in the seats where we're sitting, delighted, not just with the application and the performance of his team, he would have had reason then to be delighted with the result as well. I think MD watching that, and neutral watching it, they have to say St Mirren were more than in the game, more than acquitted themselves well. And if they had got a point out of it, couldn't really begrudge them it.
Physically, I wouldn't say they bullied us, but they're just far stronger. I think physically we've got a massive problem in the squad. We're not physical enough, we're not fast enough. And St Mirren grew in confidence and all of a sudden knew, this is the other thing, we don't break quickly on teams. We don't have pace to go and exploit teams if they overexert themselves against us. So what that means is the likes of St Mirren in a game like today will then go and push forward. And they were at times flooding 5 forward. At times, there was definite chances for them. I'm not going to say a better team would have taken them, but we've already proved what can happen against us. And there were some really worrying individual performances, and namely Robin Proper, I thought was horrible today, to want of a better expression. Casaverzo, when he moved into the middle, and I made that point to the manager. Manager said he was pleased by how we closed out the last 15 minutes. And I think most of the reason that is because Casaverzo went into the middle, and then the St Mirren striker, who what's his name? Olasanya, sorry. I'm not a good pronunciation. Everybody knows when they watch me, I butcher names and all that, so apologies. But he was ragdolling Proper all over the place. But when Casemiro came in, it just looked really comfortable in there. And that's why I think Rangers looked more comfortable in the last 20 or so minutes. And it took that moment. But Chris, I can't help but feel that all throughout the commentary today on the Matchday vlog, I kept saying this is just poor. We're not passing the ball. We're not. And there was a few good moves in the second half. The one that Cherney actually got in and maybe could have got a third. But overall, it's not sustained enough. We came here and we used the word confirmation. in the pre-match, and here we are in the post-match, and I don't think we can say that anybody confirmed anything today. I think what I will say is Raskin, Barron, I thought were fine. Nico Raskin in particular. Casavirzo had a really good game, and I thought Czerny was good. So I'm okay with that. I thought the three of them, but 3 out of 11, that's concerning.
And I think you spoke about Robin Proper there. A lot of people mentioned Proper in the comments. That's a concern heading into Wednesday night. Again, the manager was asked about that. You can watch the Clement's full press conference on the YouTube channel, and that has to be a concern heading into Wednesday night. You know what Aberdeen are going to bring. You know the power they've got, the pace that they've got. A Pittodrie that's going to be really up for it. For Rangers heading up there on Wednesday night, they have to defend better than that. You're not going to get away with that type of performance. If you were picking a team now and you had to pick 2 centre halves, who is it?
Suter and Casavirzo, because he's got the pace as well. So Jeffrey's got pace. I'm not overly convinced James Tavernier was that great when he came on either, but he's going to play on Wednesday, regardless of what. Would I like to see Sterling in there? I absolutely would. Of course I would, but he's not going to do it. So, you do go with Casavirzo. I think Robin Proper, I said during the week, and I thought Arsenal just need to win there. I said during the week on Rangers Review, and it might have been reactionary, it might have been a wee bit over the top. I am prone to do it, but he is a Dutch Ben Davies. He just reminds me of Ben Davies. Like we've literally swapped like for like. He's physically, he's not good on the ball. He's okay. He's positionally fine, but that's just what Ben Davies was. So we went from one to the other. Whereas Casavirzo looks to be, or we'll just call him Nana in case I'm butchering that name as well, Chris. But he looks physically like he's up for it. He can battle. He's got the recovery pace, which I really like. And he's very comfortable on both feet. So, and even when he was faced by the St Mirren player today, and there was just one, this is just a small example. There was one ball over the top, right, which Proper hadn't dealt with whole day. The boy was turning him, getting in. All Nana did was just lean into him. That's all he did. It was so simple. He just leaned in, pinned him in, and the ball bounced over. Balogun then got it back, and away we went again. And that, as small and silly as it sounds, was the difference between what Proper wasn't handling in the first half, because he was letting the ball bounce, the boy was getting in, he was winning free kicks, he was winning everything, and then he lost him for the one where he went through in the first half when he should have scored. We cannot afford to go up to Aberdeen on Wednesday. As bad as this sounds, this is the level we're at the moment. We cannot go up there to Aberdeen and give them anything. So we need, therefore, to be absolutely rock solid and be clinical when we go up the other end. The good thing about Wednesday night is they'll at least come and have a shot at us, because we can't handle a low block. How many other times do we have to prove that we can't handle a low block? So at least they'll come and have a wee go, and we could maybe exploit that slightly. But it needs a lot of work, Chris. There's questions instead of there being answers today, unfortunately. What did you think? I've spoke a lot, but what do you think?
I think you've summed it up. I think you've summed it up really well there. Kathy asked the question, who was the man of the match? You've already mentioned him for me. I thought Nico Raskin was Rangers' best operator today. Casavirzo I thought was impressive. Outside of that, as you say, you're looking at 3, maybe 4 playing okay. It's just not enough.
Czerny, I think, is in the running for the top contenders. I think Raskin, Czerny, and Casavirzo were the best players today. And then you've got maybe Bayrami's okay, maybe Barron's okay, Balogun okay, but Jeffrey okay-ish.
At this stage, I think
we need more than that.
Just
we need more than okay. Yeah,
no, the fans are looking for more than okay. I think they're entitled to ask for more than okay.
Absolutely.
And certainly need more than okay heading into Wednesday.
I would have given my man a match to Casavirzo. He would have been my shout. You giving it to Raskin, I think you said. I think they're the best performers. So in answer to the question from Kathy, that would be it. Would I be satisfied with a draw on Wednesday? No, because then you're going. There was a question up there. I think then you're going even further behind. Rangers at some point need to turn into some sort of momentum and some sort of performance. You're looking for responsibility from the players, and you're looking for performance levels to go up. So I'm not happy with a draw on Wednesday. I don't think we can afford to be happy with a draw on Wednesday. So it's a big ask. Aberdeen unbeaten in 26, but these are the kind of games that you have to go and win. And there's comments there about, take that comment on as well, about Raskin and giving the ball away and stuff like that. Raskin does give the ball away a lot, but Raskin tries to make play. He's not safe with the ball and he tries to make it. So that, for me, I can understand people saying that, but he tries to break lines, he tries to play quick, and he does recover a lot of balls as well. So I understand that as a good point. He does give away the ball a wee bit, Chris, but I just think that Raskin's added a kind of energy and a little battling kind of bulldog type player that we've missed. So I think that he's definitely suited more in there than perhaps Diamande is, for example. We're getting kicked out.
We are getting kicked out. They're about to turn the lights off on us here at Ibrox. So on that note, we will bid you all a fond farewell. Myself and Josh, I think, back with Derek tomorrow morning, as we count down to the big game on Wednesday. Stevie, thanks for your time today. Much appreciated, as always. And we shall see you again soon.